Welcome to our Python programming series. In this video, we're going to dive into the basics of variables in Python. Understanding variables is crucial because they are the building blocks of any programming language. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid foundation in how to name, assign, and use variables in Python. Let's get started.
First, let's talk about variable names and the rules for naming them. In Python, a variable name must start with a letter AZ, or an underscore symbol. Can be followed by letters, digits, 0 to 9, or underscores. Is case sensitive, which means myvar and myvar are different. Cannot be a reserved keyword like if, while, or return. Let's see some examples. Invalid variable names would be this starts with a digit and hence invalid. This contains a hyphen and is invalid. This uses a reserved keyword. Always choose meaningful names for your variables to make your code more readable. Now, let's explore the different types of variables in Python. Python is dynamically typed, so you don't need to declare the type explicitly. Integer, whole numbers without a decimal point. Float, numbers with a decimal point. String, sequence of characters. Can be enclosed in single, double, or triple quotes. Boolean, represents true or false. Try the outputs for each. These basic types will cover most of your needs in Python. Next, we'll discuss how to assign values to variables. Python offers several ways to do this. Single assignment, assigning a single value to a variable. Multiple assignment, assigning multiple values to multiple variables in one line. Chain assignment, assigning the same value to multiple variables. Try the output. As you can see, Python makes it very flexible to assign values to variables in different ways, making your code concise and readable. Let's look at basic type casting. Sometimes, you need to convert variables from one type to another. Python provides built-in functions for this. Int converts to an integer. Float converts to a float. str converts to a string. This type of conversion is very handy when working with user inputs or data processing. Next, let's discuss variable scope. Scope determines where a variable can be accessed or modified. Local variables, these are defined inside a function and can only be accessed within that function. Global variables, these are defined outside any function and can be accessed throughout the code. This will raise an error as local_var is not accessible outside the function. Understanding the scope of variables helps prevent errors and makes your code easier to manage. Next, let's look at the global and non-local keywords, which allow you to modify variables in different scopes. Global keyword, used to modify a global variable inside a function. Non-local keyword, used to modify a variable in the nearest enclosing scope, excluding the global scope. Using global and non-local appropriately helps you manage variable scopes effectively. Finally, let's discuss constants. In Python, constants are usually defined using all capital letters to signify that they shouldn't be changed. Although Python doesn't enforce constant values, using this convention helps other programmers understand that these values are intended to be constant throughout the program. For example, constants are particularly useful for values that should remain the same throughout the execution of the program, such as mathematical constants or configuration values. That wraps up our deep dive into Python variables. We covered naming rules, different types of variables, various ways to assign them, basic type casting, variable scope, the global and non-local keywords, and the use of constants. Understanding these concepts will make you a more effective Python programmer. To get the most out of this tutorial, be sure to type along in your code editor as we go through the examples. This hands-on practice is essential for mastering these concepts. Remember, all the code we wrote in this video can be found in the description below. If you have any questions or doubts, please ask in the comments section, and we'll try to answer as quickly as possible. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.